Ladies and gentlemen of the living and the dead, my name is Arias and I am your friendly leader Cooper Necromancer who fears all things horror. Happy Wednesday! I don't know how to speak anymore. What was that even? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The intro's done. Intro's done. Oh man. Great start. Great start, everybody. I totally know what I'm doing. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, guys. I couldn't sleep last night. Because it was so freaking hot. But it's gonna cool down starting tomorrow. So, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we're cool. Hello, Seiji anime fan. What's up? Ari's such a captivating, charming streamer. I guess that's one way of saying loud. And critical. But thank you. You're always very kind. Thank you very much. Hello, Not Created. How are you? How's your teeth? Have you had surgery yet? Do you need surgery? I don't know. I just hope you're feeling better. Man. I hate summer. I hate summer so much, guys. I hope that the weather gets better for you and others soon. It should. It's supposed to cool down tomorrow. It's going to be in like the high 70s next week. So my fingers are crossed that fall is here. And I can sleep in peace. All right. Alright, I'm giving myself a big stretch because I am so sleepy. But not really. I'm like tired, kind of sleepy, but I'm also very awake because I'm really excited to continue playing this game. Alright. Get a sip of water. I'm a little frazzled today. I got home a little late. But there's some fire. There's some necromancy business fire I have to put out before I leave. But it's been handled. You know? The dead are where they belong. There's not like some weird poltergeist situation going on or anything like that. Alright, let me get the game open. Where's my mouse? Oh, there's my mouse. Okay. There you go, mouse. Alright, so where are we? We were on a plane. A CIA agent has been murdered. And we are at the part we're about to confront the murderer. It was Miss Chamomile, if the story is going the direction where I think it's going. I'm kind of sad because I like her name. But if she's guilty, she's guilty. I started doing voices for this chapter and I low-key regret it because I ran out of steam like halfway through. So I'm gonna do my best to continue the voices. Whether I'm gonna be successful or not is a completely different story. Oh yeah, Franziska's here! I love Franziska. And yeah, let's confront Miss Chamomile. That's where we're at. You know, I really shouldn't wait a whole entire week to play games in between, but like I don't want to play the same game every single day. So like I start the game, I'm like, wait, what even happened? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And then worst recap ever. But we're going in. It's too bad. I really like Cammy's design. It's pretty cute. You know, she did have that Dahlia vibe, so. Here we go. We're dressing Miss Mio. She's, napping. I'm gonna call her name again. She wakes up. You recall what you said earlier. That when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhangfa. Alright, we're starting strong. With an opening question. She just goes, huh? He said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zenfar. Just goes, oh. This chamomile. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. I guess not. He is quite striking. This Agent Hicks, Acme Hicks. But I make that kind of boo all the time. Edgeworth, she's playing Dome. It's going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Alright, Franziska is joining the party. Very well, Miss Neal. If you please tell me about your alibi during the time spent. Just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright, here we go. So, Edgeworth, I think you need to sleep more. You got bags under your eyes, bro. Miss Neal's alibi. Oh yeah, and completely unrelated. Completely unrelated. Thank you to everyone who voted on my poll, by the way, for my tier listing. I completely forgot about it until just now, even though I closed it before I started the stream. Thank you to everyone who voted. It was very helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Now I have to prepare for it. Anyway, back to the game. I'm all over the place today, guys. Just go with it. Just go with it. I am so tired, but I want to play the game, so here we are. Anyway, Miss Meal's alibi. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah, and from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Alright, Miss Meal, we need you to wake up. She falls right back to sleep. Fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do some pressing. I'm gonna press this. I mean, she's not doing anything except making noises, but we're just gonna press her. She goes, I'm awake, but she's obviously not. Well, Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant assistant. Franziska, put your whip to good use! Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? Oh no, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I have the same brain cell as him. She says from 3 to 4 she was in the flight attendant's room.
Hold it!
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. Okay, so she doesn't do any work, huh? Is that what she's saying? And what were you do in the attendance room at that time? Just eating and having a most delicious dream. Alright. Yes, I guess she was neglecting her duties. No way. Sleeping's like part of our job too, you know. The rest of... I don't know what's gonna come out of this one. Okay, we're just gonna try and wake her up some more. As she... Franziska, whip her. Oh! But she whips gumshoe instead! That's so funny. Sorry about that. All right. Wait, 5 to 6.
Hold it!
She said she was in the flight attendant's room between 5 to 6. But didn't Miss Rhoda buy like the suitcase and brought it back between 5 to 6? That's right, it was bought at 5:40. So she couldn't have been out by her lonesome between 5 to 6. Okay, okay. I'm understanding where we're going with this. Okay, okay. Okay, so she's saying no one even popped into the flight attendant's room to say hi. Okay, so here's our contradiction. I think contradiction just popped in to say hi. Okay. Yes, we're raising an objection because I know where you're going with this, Edgeworth. There's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6. Alright, here we go. Is this the right one? We're going in. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Tenaito bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenaito. Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Oh, she's waking up now. Now then, Miss Tenaito, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor and fly shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which, I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off. And did you see Mrs. Meal there that time? No. So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? She keeps falling asleep. Bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here, alright. Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay, she's just going with the lie. She's going strong. It's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance to hear me out? Alright, here we go. Reason for suspicion. Let's see what she has to say. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too? She's the one in charge of the elevator key card in the shop, you know? If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Alright. Please leave Miss Tenaito out of the conversation, only you're under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? That's rude. How are you so smart and so dumb at the same time? Oh. I guess Rhoda is still upset that we don't like the design of her suitcase. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, just gotta press all of them and see what happens. See what that takes us.
Hold it!
Okay, so she's like, well, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. And we're saying it's not the only reason we suspect her. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. Say I wasn't attendant, would you... Oh, so she's saying, basically, if she wasn't a flight attendant, she wouldn't be suspected. But that's true, but she is a flight attendant. She has access. You think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda? She's trying really hard to blame this on Rhoda. Already detained, being detained for further question, or have you already forgotten? Oh yeah, I guess I just forgot. Alright, Cammy. Oh, Rhoda's sad! Oh, she's like, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. Oh, she's sad. Miss Mia, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? So she's talking about the elevator key card in the shop. So let's press her a little bit about that. See what she has to say. And what are you in charge of, Miss Mia? Oh, she takes care of the attendance room. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means she sleeps a lot. She spends so much time in it, might as well be her responsibility. Alright. Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Virginian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent. Okay, so she is the only person who speaks Mr. LeBlanc's language. that kind of what I'm in charge of. Yes, Cammy, yes. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Wait, what? Yeah, what else could Edgeworth have meant? Okay, so she's really good at Virginian. Okay. She's fluent in Virginian. I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Virginia? Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Virginia. Oh. Lightless shipping manifest? Like the shipping manifest, mayhaps? Actually, on-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes. She's asking why? What do you mean, why? Oh, Miss Tennant is busy with passengers and all of her other duties. You have a lot of free time on your hands. Thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. True, facts, I follow that logic.
Objection!
Oh. Francisca's not happy. She says we are, our questioning is conjectural. I don't know what that means. She's using big words. Am I allowed to bluff your way through this like a serious defense lawyer? Bro, he's not even the game. He's been mentioned like 3 times already. But I do not honestly believe Miss Beale does any actual work aboard this flight. Oh, that's not true, Mr. Azure, though, well. All I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Virginian stuff. Let's press that a little bit, but I have a feeling I know what we're going with this. So what exactly do you do as the one for some Virginian stuff? Just translate things from and into Virginian. She's the only one who speaks Virginian on the flight. Okay. So she processes all the Virginian documents. Yeah, see? I totally pull my weight around here. So it would appear. Alright, let's ask her about her work. Okay, so now we're having an argument. Okay, she's playing Dom. She's playing Dom. Playing Dom. Okay, so I guess here is where we present the Virginian shipping document. Here we go. We have the Elif Red certificate. Let's present that here. Oh, he's doing his condescending shrug. He's doing his condescending shrug. So you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Virginian. Is that correct? Okay, so we're establishing that fact extra clear. Okay, so she's saying she studied abroad in Virginia for a while. that is the case, and the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Virginia is you, Miss Neal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the elite thread could not have occurred. Oh! We're pointing! Let's see if she's gonna continue playing dumb. She woke up! Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, she's showing her true self. It is exactly as you say. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No. Far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation. After all you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Oh, really? All you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that. Okay, she's woke. She's awake? She's awake? Seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
Okay, Franziska's here! Franziska's here! If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding the smuggling. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? Miss Rhoda? Miss straight as a shoelace? Rhoda? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. Oh, damn! What was that? So perhaps there's some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Blowing bubbles, I don't know what that means. Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you, I meant the murder. The killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenayuno who's under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicion. Alright, what evidence? This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tanner from the very beginning. Wait, what? Wait, Edgeworth, I'm not following! Edgeworth, I'm not following! Hang on. Oh, the suitcase? Okay, we'll go with the suitcase because I don't know what else we would use. The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? Oh, good point. Edgeworth, yeah, whatever you said was right. Oh no, she's pulling on the little plushie's head. Plushie abuse. The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenayuno for the murder. Miss Tenayuno buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Fortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan, so the turbulence saved Rhoda! There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo... I just haven't heard anyone say ergo in so long! Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan. and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false fight. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. Special circumstances dictate the need for the killer to frame someone. Who the murder victim was? I don't think that's the right answer. Okay, so that wasn't the right answer. Okay, so that wasn't the right answer. So we're about to get whipped by Franziska. Okay, I'm guessing where the murder took place. Because it's in the cargo where the smuggling took place. Okay. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chance that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Teneiro or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Teneiro or myself, but you, Miss Chamomile. Only you and you alone could be the killer. She's yawning. And she says, and? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Oh, damn. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. True. That is true. Sorry, Edgeworth. She's right. She's actually right. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite finish the big picture. Oh yeah, the cloth. I think that's the only one we haven't really looked at. Let's talk about that. Okay, no, that was wrong. No, that was wrong. Okay, that was wrong, but we're gonna take a hit. We're gonna take a hit. Ugh. Dr. Sleep and Mrs. Hyde's transformation. Okay. It's an element that's still unaccounted. Oh, the cell phone! The cell phone! What happened to Mr. Hicks' cell phone? I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? Franziska, listen! In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Or at least that's what you told me. Okay, so we're right about that. The Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. And the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Okay. Cammy's not phased. Cammy's just like, kind of like, oh, come on, let's be serious. The victim fell to his death from that height when his phone broke as well. We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Franziska, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? All right. Franziska, please call. Agent, his phone's ringing from somewhere. I hear it, detective. Now, where is it coming from? Oh! Flight G39, first floor flight attendant's room. Okay. The ringing's coming from somewhere in here. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. Must find it. Alright, here we go. The ring's coming from in here. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone. Whose locker is this? It's Miss Rhoda's. All right. 2 steps forwards, 3 steps back. March 12th, 4:28 p.m. Flight G390 lower deck cargo hold. We're back in the cargo hold. All right, so Cammy thought ahead and planted the phone in Rhoda's locker. Found in the flight attendant's room in Miss Teneiro's locker. Well, Rhoda's obviously shocked. Francisca's mad. Rhoda's maintaining her innocence. She's saying it wasn't her. Cammy's throwing Rhoda under the bus by using Francisca. And now we have a theory, and it's related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Teneri's locker at the same time. And then Francisca said this is related to the key card, in the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. True! The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. Alright, what should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright, then why did the culprit take the cell phone from Asian Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
Alright, let's see what Edgeworth can come up with. It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. Yeah, Francisco, why did he take the phone? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Alright, here we go. Okay, so the screen is broken. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Oh, it's a camera phone! Fancy! It's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly is Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggler? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. The cell phone, can I take pictures? Showing the age of this game, because no phone this day cannot take pictures. This guy's so old that only some phones take pictures. Wow. Gumshoe's making fun of Ezra for not knowing if it takes pictures or not. This looks like a very similar model to my own, and mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I say there may be some very inconvenient photo in here for our killer smuggler. Phone's all busted up. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. Well, I don't need to repair it. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. Alright, Cammy is...
Objection!
Cammy's going back to sleep. The LCD screen on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. Oh, she's abusing the blush again. What do you mean by that, Francisca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. His phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Oh, technology. Francisca, your phone if you please. Very well. Alright, here we go. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. Oh. Agent Hicks is most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling. A leaf red is nowhere in this picture. Okay, so there is proof. There's no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? How much we can find out about Agent Hicks. Is this it? Is this the end? There's really nothing in this photo that we can use. What are these? Bad sheet. Okay, what is this? What is this? Oh! The blog is back! Oh! They are shit from Virginia to Zenfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zenfa. This so long, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Fortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. What cost of boxes is written in Virginian? It says, it is cloth in English. Cloth? Maybe this is really killer. What is for that scary face? Miss Mio. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. You left us with a piece of evidence after all. What? A striking piece that will point out who the killer is. And you should enforce your mistaken reading of a simple picture. Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. I know he's going with the bloody cloth.
Take that!
This is supposed to prove. The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood that had spilled. There's one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I finally found my answer in this very photo. Cargo that was unloaded in Zampa had cloth written on it. And Virginia. Oh! Only Tabby would know the cloth is in the box! And this is the way the killer grabbed a piece from clean up the blood. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Virginia. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Camille. Okay, she's saying that's Bouncy. Killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. And you're frantic, you don't care if the box is English or Brazilian.
Objection!
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. She's abusing that plushie again. There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Virginian, well then... logically, the killer would have opened this box. The bed sheets! She would just open the bed sheets!
Take that!
It says bed sheets in English right on the box! Precisely, and bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? Alright, Cammy's getting mad. Gotta see what we're trying to say! If I were the criminal, this box of bed sheet would have been what I would have spotted first. True. True. However, the killer chose to use some Virginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? Killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Virginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zanfa. That's right, that is why the Virginian cloth was used. And the only Virginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Chamomile. You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zanfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. Oh, she's pulling at the plushie! So what do you say, Miss Mio? Why not confess your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zanfa? Oh, she's just blowing her bubbles? Oh! Never mind! She's blowing a lot of bubbles! She's getting beaten up by her own bubbles! She's getting... She's getting beaten up by her own bubbles. That was funny. Let's see what she has to say for herself. It was integral. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here, started taking pictures. Couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. So she pushed him. March 12, 5:26 p.m. Flight G39. Sorry, G390. I keep wanting to say G39, but it's actually G390. First floor lounge. Finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling room? Did you say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the pocket, she just started foaming in the mouth. It was scary, sir. Probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing's for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. The next thing you know, the plane you're in is going to transform into a robot. Rhoda! Hi, Rhoda! I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passenger as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Ezra is being guilt-tripped into taking one of the suitcases. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Aww, she's so happy! I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, here at GoYee Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. Aww, they're BFFs now. Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Aww! Bye, Rhoda! Good luck, Rhoda! Can't believe we're gonna investigate the whole day, sir, but boy was it fun. I know, Alford. What a moving story! What a moving story! We freezed out. My day was filled with earthquake elevators and pulse charges. I've just gone through a lot in the last 12 hours. By the way, where's Francisca? She's filling out some custom paperwork for her departure. Oh, she's leaving already? She's always really busy. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Oh, is this smuggling ring? Can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. March 12, 5:47 p.m. Hope Springs Airport. We're back! Alright. Sibling moment. Thought I told you when you first landed I had no time for idle chatter. With no intention of wasting your time, however, it has been a while since we last met. I always have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am? Your Francisca von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Aww. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mother who was always losing to you. A dancing Piero. Living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. Sure, your father Manfred von Karma didn't lose his suitcase for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. Exactly. The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Ooh, another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents, has the highest successful arrest rate. What is up with their obsession with highest something? Who knows? You may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case, hard to see why we would cross paths. I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same. Oh. What? You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. Wait, what? That's ominous, Francisca! I'll be back in this country soon enough, and when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full. Alright, bye, Francisca! Hello, souls! What's up? My dinner's chicken nuggets, biscuits, and salad. I want chicken nuggets. I want chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets with honey mustard. That's the way to go. Oh, sweet and sour sauce. I'll take sweet and sour sauce too. Anyway, bye-bye, Franziska. For now, maybe. I don't know. Finally rest easy now. I won't have to watch out for her whip. Gumshoe. Good luck. That's a Gumshoe, and thank you for all your help and cooperation. It was nothing, so I'm just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodle tonight. Doesn't that make it worse for you? How much you got his salary buys versus cost? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. So maybe remind Detective sent me first. Alright! Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they will begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Oh, me phone is ringing. Edward speaking. Finally, I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. Who's this? Yeah, who's this? Have you forgotten my voice? Miles, my boy. Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? So you do remember me. Who Ernest? I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. It's been an incident. My son, he's been kidnapped? Damn. Just can't catch a break, can you? Can you, Edgeworth? The end! Alright, let's save our progress. Okay, let's... I guess we can save over our last... Oh, it's not worth going back for anything. Alright, here we go. We finished Turnabout Airlines. The Kidnap Turnabout! Here we go! Congratulations! Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I feel like... Now, I want to see how many episodes there are. Sorry, I'm just curious. There's 5 episodes! Oh. Okay, so we're almost halfway through the first game. There's two games in this one, guys. There's the first Ace Attorney game and then the second one, okay? Alright, we're almost halfway. There we go. Let's start from the Kidnap Turnabout. Here we go. March 13th, 10:11 a.m. Location unbeknownst to us. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. Can I really? I have to go. The kidnapper's supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop off. Let's see, I checked that the money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. We're using Rhoda's suitcase! It's so ugly. Oh, it's so ugly. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all. Alright, we're rolling our beautiful suitcase. Welcome to Gate Waterland! Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you! I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. I don't know why I'm making this weird ass wannabe Mickey Mouse sound, but it just seemed right. But this creepy ass badger! What the hell? It looks like it's got straight out of the horror movie! Look at those eyes! Guys are creepy. Kinda reminds me. Okay, unrelated, but this proto-badger low-key reminds me of the shadow in Persona 3. Don't they have the same vibe? Oh, he's holding up a camera sign? You want me to take a picture of you? Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day! That shit creepy as fuck. Sorry, excuse my language, but that badger creepy AF. I'm just saying. It's creepy. It's creepy. It's so creepy. I don't like. Anyway. Hello? Oh, how? You are not Ernest Amano. Sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. Oh shoot, I've already committed to the android voice. It is what it is. I said I was gonna make any new voices, but I couldn't help myself. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. Silence. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. That is not what a voice changes sound like, but you know, it's too late. I've already committed. So this person tends to see if I'm being followed. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Your faith is misplaced, Edgeworth. No offense, Detective, but like... Event schedule. Hang on. Battle of the Magician. No! I want to read... Battle of the Magician, Max Galactica. Max Galactica vs... True something. The somethings I can't read. The something special concert. Max Galactica. I want to see the show. Anyway, distracted. I'm getting distracted. Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the haunted house. And how long do you intend to have me wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. Alright, here we go. Let's take our ugly suitcase with us. I'm sorry. Our unique suitcase with us. I've arrived. Go inside. Oh, oh, no bueno! No bueno! No bueno! Badger at the end. What a dismal place. Now phone's ring again. Edgeworth, this is so no bueno. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? Probably. This place is creepy. I don't like. Okay. Leave the money and go now. I don't like this place. It's so scary. Edgeworth using a flip phone. It's gotta be in the 90s. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. Alright, here we go. We leave. Couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Would you stay here? Edgeworth, would you stay here? We need to leave! ASAP! Huh? Huh? I did that! It's the badger! It's the creepy badger! I knew it was up to no good! I knew it was up to no good! I know them badgers are up to no good! And then we we got hit by behind because, as I suspected, the badger creepy AF. March 13th, 11:23 a.m. in a location unbeknownst to us. That guy betrayed. What, betrayed? No, can't be. In the deal. What? What are they talking about? Split police? Oh. Alright. In front of meetup. Huh? I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Oh no. Is that running water? Where am I? How long was I out? It's raining like it is now when I made... It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. Oh, it's raining now? This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gunshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. Zaibatsu. For those who don't speak Japanese, I believe the English word for that is conglomerate. I don't speak Japanese either, but I watch a lot of TV. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance has been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. Okay. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. How is that you making a funny sound? Who? Humst. How dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Oh! How did you get up there, girl? How'd you get up there? Who you? Humst. Are you one of the kidnappers? The kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Who's this girl? She's giving me my vibes. I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus on. I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Yeah, who you, girl? Ahem. Oh, hang on. Oh, apparently I got things to read. Hang on. Even in the depth of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? She really just claimed to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, isn't she like 16? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. Hi? You can call me KK. Good, glad that's settled. Okay, girl. Faraday, like the Faraday cage? Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you'd be so kind as to remove these robes. She's just like, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. There's no need to get all mad and icy glaring on me, you know? Okay, she's gonna help us out. Okay, Kay has untied us! What a relief, I owe you my face. It's okay, you can pay me back in full later. About what? What question should I start with? Fortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Talk about the great thief? Call yourself a great thief, yet you're really a thief at all. Doubt me. Get it? You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? Yeah? That's not the time wait, that's not the part I have a tough time believing. I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know. Yup, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. Okay. In that case, you don't mind if I arrested you. Oh, of course I might haven't stolen anything yet. How do you call yourself the great thief, but you haven't actually stolen anything yet, girl? Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me yet. Okay, let's talk about the Yatagarasu. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Because she's saying yes, the most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. See, I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that. I don't know, I feel it's quite common. At least in anime. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Is that something you should be confessing to a prosecutor? There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor. Now the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Which is what? That's going to have to wait until we find our way out of here. Well, at least there's one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. You never told me your name. What your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. Yeah, I'm Miles Edgeworth. Ah, now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? She sure is cheery. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. Yeah, it would seem that we're locked in from the other side. Did you think the door was going to open when you pulled it really hard, Kay? No way, I don't hear you. Yeah, you do remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Oops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. I see. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can find another way out. Alright! Investigation time! I'm really curious about these. What are these? Is something inside the bottom right box? Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger. You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up the whole badger clan. There's a whole badger clan? I only know this one! The police one! Hey, Proto-Badger is the very first badger. Think of it as a Bible of all things you ever need to know about the clan, okay? As far as this reference. Bad Badger is a vile criminal with a gun. Blue Badger is an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pretty sure that's the mascot of the police department. And Pink Badger, note her unique bow. I mean, also the fact that she's freaking pink. Blue Badger Bible data jotted down by organizer. Alright. I suppose it's neat that this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family's home. We got 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Okay, so we have that. Might be important later. We're on these badges, the mascots of the police force. That's what I thought too. Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all the cases they solved. They have all the power of the state and they used it to make a theme park. It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped, double-looping roller coaster. Let's see. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. Same, Edgeworth. Same. I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, so we've got some investigation to do. What is this? Oh, key? What have we here? Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. This is definitely a key. A key. I'm sure it's a key to something. Okay. So we have a key. That something is what is relevant to my interest. Alright. It's a blue badger. I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. My nemesis. Oh. Got the word badge right in his name. There's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I better be careful. He's gonna arrest me by the power of his name alone. Okay. I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has power to arrest anyone. Okay. But this is the Blue Badger's rival of Bad Badger. That's sort of reference towards his badger, okay? Can't believe he's so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Alright, so... This is that Blue Badger I met at the main gate. His name is Proto Badger. Because he's the prototype. Not Blue Badger. It's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. When we compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him look cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? Edgeworth is so deep. Suppose this is a Pink Badger. Since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. It's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and her lips are red. See, lipstick! There's nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon. Was that too obvious? Okay, so the Pink Badger, there's an extra Pink Badger costume here. For some reason. Is that everything here? What is this? I suppose we've looked at every nook and cranny? Unless there's something else I should be looking at? Okay. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I think we've examined everything in this area. But I can't be sure, so I'm being sure right now. Okay. Done here. Okay, so... How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. That's pretty clever. You make a good thief, yeah, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. What if I can jump and grab the top of the locker? Nope, she can't. Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. Okay. What is this? Paint to help us escape. What exactly do you have in mind? We could paint help in really giant letters? And who would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Hopefully light the paint on fire and send out color smoke signals. Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsenal was about and call the cops. You know? It's not a bad idea, but you are a thief. Okay, let's see what else is here. Looks like the Bad Badger is looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger's costume is at the very least a two-piece. The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? True. Wait. What's this? This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? I was pondering perhaps we could make it over to and out of the window if we climbed it. Good thinking, and if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks, this little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kane, good luck! Great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and take to the sky. I'm guessing she didn't take to the skies. Because she didn't take to the skies. The beam was definitely not made for climbing. Alright. What do you mean as I thought I'm not into anything, you know? Alright, what else is here? This is my phone. It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. Only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. But we do have a way, right here. Was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir! Yeah, Edgeworth is fine. He was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. Only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on it. But in doing that, I sorta... What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Oops. Shilong Lang of Interpol? Who you? A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Langzy says, the pack that runs together stays together. Catch my drift? What does that have to do with anything? I'm so confused. You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post. Sorry, no can do. How rude! We're hunting the kidnapper now and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack loses one. You're the one who wanted to go at it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you eventually. How rude! He's so rude! My phone ran out of battery. No way. It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. Okay. What else is here? They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally. You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family, too. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. It's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering through the park. Best of luck. There's only 4 Badgers walking around. Why is there 7 costumes missing? Interesting! Costume hesitating over there. Why not start with a picture of that? Yeah, that's There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Then why is this 7 costumes missing? Speaking of badgers, there's one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Somehow I don't think the one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. I have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. Those are the rules of the game. How quaint. There's only one of each badger in the park trying to get the whole badger family. Okay. Any place? Okay, so this is the door. Okay. The door is not a way out. Okay, just wanted to make sure I've inspected everything. Alright, let's see what we got. Lockers. Costume. Tiny key. Beam I was tied to. Huh? What am I supposed to do with this information? Wait, what's this here? What's this? What's this in the corner? Huh? Huh? You guys can't see it because I'm covering it. There's something in the corner right here that I'm very interested in. So I'm assuming there's nothing else to investigate, that I should use some deduction skills. Oh, let's talk to her about the kidnapping. Maybe she knows something. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. Well, I heard something as well, but it's all haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapping was was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seems as if they were done with me. Suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the 1 million. But if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. Alright, take a look. Compare into the room the kidnaps room from here. We won't rest until okay, let's do some inspection. There's the door. This door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found out Ticket Out. What do you mean? What's this? There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold prop up. Oh! Is there also a floor panel in our room? Does that mean there's also a floor panel in our room? What I think it is. Looks like kidnapper had an escape from prepared to escape. Like a bunch of great thieves themselves. I don't know about that. Because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. Okay. I think this building was originally built with the basement or underground area. I think that's everything here. So what we're gonna do is now we're going to put the open floor panel and the beam I was tied into together. Because I think that's what they're getting at. Let's connect those. Bam! The hook on this beam. No, already trying to know where I can jump from this hook to the window. No, but that's not what I'm talking about, Kay. 1 second, okay? Let me speak. It's here for a different purpose. Like what? As you saw, the adjacent room is clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up, which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. And notice this existed all this time because it's being hidden by the tarp. Let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. This is what I call a treasure. Alright, well, let's investigate this. This must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. You don't smell escape, Kay? Son, I wish to smell the sweet fragrance of freedom. Exactly, Miles. And what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch. This thing is locked. Oh, the tiny key. The tiny key. My tiny key. I'm assuming the tiny key goes to this entrance. Link that up. Perfect. I believe you're up, Kay. Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Ooh. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom will be much more satisfying right about now. True to both. Got the secret door open, and now... It's gonna just go down there? Girl! Are you alright? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped us all. I bet I had a coronary, for real. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know? Oh wait, I mean, how is it supposed to know that the ladder's removable? Ooh! Let's take the ladder! Let's take the ladder! Let's take the ladder and use it for our locker! I'm a genius! Figure out how we will escape this prison, Kay. How are we gonna bust out? Seems that your reckless actions are off use after all. More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. Underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. We use this. Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Alright, here you go, Kay! Investigation complete. Now we can get out of here. We We spent entirely too much time in here. Agreed. Kidnappers who held me hostage and mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Alright, here we go. March 13th, 12:11 p.m. Wild Wild West area. Oh, damn! We got out! It looks like it stopped raining for now. Thank goodness, you have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Hello, Gumshoe! I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out. Also, there's a kitty, and I'm very interested in the kitty. Detective Gumshoe might ask what in the world that was. Well, that's, Huh? Huh? MIB? Count off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 9899. Huh? Shifu. All 99 members are here and accounted for. Huh? Oh! Hoomst? What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Huh? Huh? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Who's this rocker dude? Shifu, okay. Obviously, they're his fan. You are Asian. Oh! That's an Interpol agent! You're Asian Len, I take it. Infidel, how dare you dress out Shifu so brutally? Oh! Lindsay says, a cop who disrespects others soon feel a disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Sheena. Who's Sheena? Oh, Sheena? This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. What? Y'all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. What is happening? Keep that in mind, you'll get far in life. Okay? That's right, Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent. Oh! From the Republic of Zangfa. Oh, so that's him? Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate. Highest successful arrest rate in the organization. I don't know why that sentence is so hard to read. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. Okay. You kind of look like Wolverine. Just saying. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or 2 about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Yeah, maybe. It sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. Okay. So you could have sold it faster? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. Huh? I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Okay. It's awfully hypothetical, but okay. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent F.B. Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so so now I'm out to take my revenge? What? Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca in the third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel as to kidnap to someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. Oh, he doesn't want me to. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why'd you go and bound back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? Did you just call Edgeworth pretty? He already has a rival, okay? That spot is taken. Oh, he doesn't like the court? I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Oh, now he's changing his tune. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Use the statute to filthy descriptive prosecutor. Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, man. Good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Alright. In a bit of a pickle. Sit tight here and don't cause any trouble. I see. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here and completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Okay. Basically, I can't really go anywhere. Because it's all like barred off by like police officers. Okay. Well, let's take the hint and talk to Gumshoe first. The losing side of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Aw, poor Gumshoe. Look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Edgeworth, please. The case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare like 21 guns to loot an hour later? Damn. So mean. Let's talk about Agent Lang. Are you sure it was the precinct you called for that? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number of my own precinct like the back of my hand. And why didn't an Interpol agent show up instead of an army of his own agents? That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, the Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Oh, so he was already here? Agent Lang definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? Alright, let's talk about our next stop. Mr. Ashwood, wondering if I may ask about one thing. What is it? Who is that, the girl over there? Oh! Oh, you're my assistant now? Okay! Yeah, right. Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant, okay? Oh, Gumshoe says he's my assistant. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something sincere with a giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgewood got a thief on our hands, so she stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence? Really? Okay, sure, go ahead. Fun, like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet. Oh, I will not lose the spotlight to you. Alright, wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, he's talking about his prosecutor badge because I clicked it by accident. And now he's going off about the prosecutor role. Okay, let's ask him some questions. Gatewater Land would have guessed this place would be such a success. The Gatewater group and I go way back, you know. Yes, I remember the cases. I handled 2 murder cases that took place at 2 of their hotels, and it was you who headed the investigation in each case. I was 16 back then, standing in front of the hotel in the snow. Clearly, we're not on the same page here. Yeah, no. Edgeworth is talking about, you know, the other cases. Ask him about the Badger family. Can you show me the very last page? The last page. Let's see. Why is your name listed here under special thing? That's it, sir. You found it. That's because I did the choreography for the Dance Dance Blue Badger song. I suspect that no one entrusts him with any real responsibilities at work. Okay. Talk about the... Okay. He doesn't know anything about the Bad Badger. He's going off about something and it has no relevance. Okay, let's talk about the Badger photo rally. You're participating in the photo rally too, Mr. Edgeworth? And man, I'm only doing it as part of my duty. In that case, keep up the good work. So how many have you found so far? I've been sort of busy with investigations. I haven't really found any yet. Something tells me finding the Badgers isn't really a part of his duties. Alright, we've kind of shown him everything. But there's not much to talk about anymore. Let's talk to Kay. Can't calmly do any stealing at all with the detectives around. I suppose it's not easy when there's many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Okay, Kay. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Okay, let's see what she has to say. What are you going to do about your investigation of the kidnapping? Good question. Since Agent Lan holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated. Can't let that stop you. You're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. Like to listen to you. I'm not just any old great thief, I'm the Yatta Goddess. And as I said earlier, the Yatta Goddess is after one and only one thing. What's that, my dear? Tell me more. Yeah, what is it? The Yatta Goddess is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. It was 7 years ago. It was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatta Goddess appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatta Goddess like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once the target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Does that mean there's 3 people? Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatta Goddess was stealing the truth. 3 legs? So there's 3 people, huh? I'm guessing that's where they're getting at. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatta Goddess? But that can't be, can it? Oh, I think this is Ernest. Hello, Ernest. Damn. I think he really likes money. Hello. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you returned. To you, Mr. Amano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law. I had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. Okay. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. Oh, so you're not a nice person, is what I'm hearing. I consider the beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. He's the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now that you found Lance yet Miles, please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remains unknown. And what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen, that the culprits are now on the run. Oh no, he's more upset about the money than his son! Don't you have anything to give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Amano. Let's talk about the kidnapping. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. It was yesterday a call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son, "Help me, Daddy." I know this is tough, please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. You don't understand, he hasn't called me Daddy in ages. Oh, okay. It was incredibly moving. I wish I recorded him saying... Okay. Definitely should have recorded that conversation, but not for the fullest sentiments of an old man. That's exactly what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say not for that reason. Talk about Lance. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will tell you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationship and behavior. Very well then, Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was age, kind and very attractive. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is. I talk about Oliver a bit more. Tell me about Oliver. Tell me a little more about Oliver. As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. Isn't that what private tutor means? He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. You still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? He said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Okay. Detective Gumshoe. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. Alright, here we go. Samuel, it was my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Good luck! Oh, thank you. Let's get some alright, let's do some investigating. Gumshoe and his K has a little rivalry going on, but I kind of just want to examine things. Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. The culprit were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Alright, let's get going. Oh no, Gumshoe is getting taken away. Oh no, he's getting dragged off. All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. Alright, sorry Gumshoe. I can't do anything. What do you want me to do about it? Not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Bye, Gumshoe! Sorry, Gumshoe! See you later, Gumshoe! Boy, if I got just this... Huh? Well, that was exciting. Hey! Can't stop already. I'm all ready to get down to some detective work. You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. I finally get to be your assistant. You try to dish me. I don't recall offering you the position. Aw, she's sad. Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of the system a while back. Really, when I was starting that. By the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yanagata way. Anyway, we're gonna do an investigation. She's gonna tag along no matter what. Might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Alright, here we go. There's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being held in there. It's just a passing rain, that's why the ground has already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprints in. Better if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. There are quite a few different sets here, and we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Okay, only we knew we'd be able to track the kidnappers from the footprints. Alright. What's this? They're not in the barrel. Alright. What's this? One of those things you tie horses to, though the horses are in another location at the moment. And I was hoping I would get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Never rode one in my life, but I have an Asian friend who was born the year of the horse. I have no comment. Okay. What's this? If these are real, I wonder where you put them. Water would be obvious answer. You store water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun when you go back. People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Okay, we're just talking about water, which is a little odd. Let's talk about the cactus. There's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gate Waterland from the local police precinct. Can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. Let's see. Actually, I have the impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. Okay. What's this? It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage. That means the car left from the garage at some point. If the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 tracks, you can safely assume it's a special type of car. What's this? Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. It looks so lifelike, don't you think? You think I'm wrangling or rather stealing them? Alright, Kay apparently has a comment of it on everything. I kind of just want to investigate. The blue badger is just gonna stand there and salute. You see. Kay's gonna take a photo of it. So, at least she's excited. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. I guess not. He's just gonna salute. You see that contorted wriggling dance again? Oh, that's a dance? I thought he was just like saying hi. Oh, it's Officer Meeks! Hello, Officer Meeks! Long time no see! Aren't you Officer Meekins? Oh, Meekins, sorry. I thought he was Officer Meeks. Sir Mike Meekins, reporting for duty, sir. This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Might be useful here! Why was he stopped somewhere unmasked and does he have something to hide? Let's talk to him. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. Oh, I see. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago when the dispatch radio on my shoulder cracked that the kidnapper had escaped. Thought maybe this was my shot at making detective. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. I see. Let's talk about the Blue Badger. Why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. Let's see, Agent Lang's very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor. Alright, you got any clues? How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir! For about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. That's true, that's possible offer me can saw the kidnappers escape. However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir. Yeah, I haven't asked you anything. But I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins. I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir, a lone blue badger. What you just said now is contradictory to the fact. Now still, Mr. Edgeworth, this is what Officer Meeks... Oh! Only one badger is out at the time!
Take that!
Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last scene. Of course, sir, if that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. Slow patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. It's only one of each. Yeah, the park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. What? Sir! And that would mean that there are two blue badgers walking around, but why? Let's show him the bad badger. So he doesn't know anything. I see. You have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir. That was written by experts on the Badger family, sir. It's very, very thorough. It doesn't matter that I was made the Blue Badger only a little while ago, sir. That book helped me memorize every name of every badger, sir. What, like that's hard? Stop that one! Remember 4 incredibly obvious names! Let's see if you'll answer to anything else. Out little by out little, our privacy is sold off in the public. I see. Alright, we're talking about poses. Okay, so that didn't help me. Okay. So we have some information. I think all we have... Let's try and put some clues together now. So, it seems that the costume of the badger came in the isolation room. And a second blue badger. Connect that and see if that does anything. Okay, that's a connection. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is one of the kidnappers. The person wore a costume to get away. Precisely, after all the costumes that went missing from the storage area are a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger. Those three. Okay, so there are 3 phony badgers running around the park somewhere. Stolen costume data jotted down by my organizer. Okay, so if we know that they escaped in a badger costume, then we know what kind of shoes they're wearing. Connect that. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Yes, now we know which tribe belonged to the kidnappers! More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers. Alright, here we go! Let's look at these footprints again! So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. I found them. There are 2 sets here. They both do look like possible candidates. The set is walking off to the west. It stops. It can't make heads or tails where it's headed from here. I think we assume it's headed towards the stadium. And the other set seems to be headed east. To the garage! I got one of the culprits. I'm not a kidnapper, sir. Clearly, those footprints belong to Officer Mickey. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Maybe they came over to this garage or something. That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment, we need to examine the garage. Roger Wilco, sir. Okay, here we go. Open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. A dead body? Hey, isn't it the necklace from the first case? We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Oh, that's Oliver? Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is Oliver Deacon? How could something like that happen? And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Len gets here. The kidnapper's footprint led right here to this garage and right to a dead body. It's possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim. For my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. Sure, a calm for someone who just found a dead body. Surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, let's do some... This is an unusually shaped pendant. Something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. It's made of platinum and silver. It is worth it after all. Something written on the back. Colin Deveray. Colin Deveray is his name. This man's name is Oliver Deacon, isn't it? Alright, take a look at the bullet wound. As long as the Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. The 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice. I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound and the one in his shoulder is an exit. He was shot from a lower angle. Okay. That was an experience. Alright. This crime scene seems a bit too clean for murder where the bullet went clean through. Exactly. Where's the blood? I should make a note of this audit. Where's the blood? I don't think there's anything else to look at. Maybe I have to do something. Where's the blood? No, we don't have anything to... What a peculiar car. From the looks of it, must be the Blue Badger mobile. It has 3 tires, so maybe it left those tire tracks behind. That's simply not possible. This is clean. There's no mud stuck to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain. It's a shame I don't see any other clues around. Okay, so the proto badger. Okay, there must be something I need to do about this crime scene. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Cost. But the fact that the final bullet when cleaned is very little blood on the other side of the body was blue badger, proto badger, and a bad badger. Let's talk to Mr. Amano, see what he has to say. Oliver, how could something like this ever happen? And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? What do you think about the kidnapping? She doesn't know much about the victim. Okay, let's talk to her a little bit. I'm kind of stuck right now. So we're just gonna talk to her about how we got involved. So that's what Edgeworth is going off about right now. So we were abducted. Okay. Let's talk about the murder. It appears that this case has taken a turn for the unexpected. I was shocked to open that shutter and find a dead body. I suppose most people would be, since the average person really runs across the corpse. So I should have recognized that you're a thief. I'm a great thief that haven't stolen anything, though. Okay. She doesn't have much to say. Okay. Only if you assume that this is not your hand. Okay, so she didn't take any of the costume. It's surprisingly easy. Okay. Let's just talk to her. I'm not sure what is there to say here. I'm trying to figure out my next move. So I'm just trying to see if anything pings when I ask her questions. We might not get anything out of this. And maybe we have to talk to Mr. Officer Meekins. I don't think we're going anywhere with any of these. Okay, Kay likes the theme parks. That's what I found out so far. Doesn't really help my case, though. Oh, Kay was following me? Why? Oh, well, she doesn't have anything. So let's talk to Meekins. I don't think he knows anything. I don't think he knows anything. Okay. So there must be something to deduce on the dead body. I just don't know what. Little lost. Let me think about this. What's this? Oh, we're talking about the rocking chair. I don't think that has any relevance to anything. Okay, so there's something to deduce here. Cat badger. Okay, let's... Oh, I accidentally closed the game, guys. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? How did I accidentally close the game? Oh, man. Going gray. I totally know what I'm doing. Oh, shoot. We didn't save. Let's see what the autosave saved. Okay. Okay, it's just me showing her a bunch of, like, stuff. Okay. Okay, so I didn't really lose much progress. But I do want to talk to the rocking chair again. I can't believe I closed the game. What the hell? Oh, only first time for everything. Okay, let's... There's nothing to deduce, so my guess is I have to look at the body. So maybe... Okay. Somehow connected any of the evidence at all. So maybe there is no blood because he was in a costume? Also, maybe it's the name? We can't present that. Detailing info on the whole badger now. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be deducing here. Did I miss anything? I am confused now. And Ernest isn't answering me, which is a problem. There's only two pieces of evidence, and one is the necklace and one is the bullet. We've looked at both, as far as I can tell. Where do I go from here? I have to deduce something. I don't think he's gonna answer. I'm pretty sure I tried this and it didn't work. Okay. He's too upset to say anything. Huh. We're slightly stopped, but that's okay. We're gonna just kind of walk around a bit while I try to figure this out. We just looked at everything, so I must be missing something on the dead body. We'll have a lot of evidence, okay. Very little blood. Costume. It's just a map. It's Stadium and Wild Wild West. Badger. Never stole 3 costumes. Blue Badger, Proto Badger, and a Bad Badger. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do? Oh no, I'm stuck! I had to talk to her about everything and nothing really stopped. Just all of Negan. I don't know how any of this has to do with the body. Is this where I consult Google? I don't want to. But there's no evidence. Victim in a costume. Kidnapper. No, I'm so stumped. Doesn't really do anything. Can't exactly present the profile. One of each badger. Oh man. Oh, that doesn't help me. I'm so confused. All right, we're consulting Google. I don't want to be here all night. Let's see what Google has to say. Wrong window. Here we are. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Blah blah. Okay. Two badger blueprints. Okay, we open the dead body. Oh, this doesn't help me. Hang on. Hang on. Where are we? Okay. Wait, I'm supposed to connect that to the preliminary findings? I don't get it. Something not right about the name on the pendant. Oh, I see. The victim is the butler. Yeah, his name's Oliver Deacon. I feel like this was a trick question, but okay. The name on the pendant is Colin Deveray. Yes, it is. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Mr. Deacon's pendant data jotted down by organizer. That was odd, but okay. Someone's here. Whom's you? Whom's this girl? The dump? Huh? This is bad? He's really good looking? I mean, that's true, but who are you? What are you? Stop it, Lauren. Who's Lauren? You're Lauren? Can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. I'm sorry, who are you? Do you know Lance? I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Popes. That's how you say it, Popes? His girlfriend? I didn't know he had a girlfriend. It's not like that. We're more like friends and we're not lovers or anything. Haven't gotten that far yet. Okay. I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it? And then got this ring as a present from Lance. You know, it sure reminds me of a cartoon character. I'm so confused. Who are you? Yeah, why are you here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. And I began to get really worried. Okay, girl, you alright there? I looked everywhere for him and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Okay? So, has Lance really been kidnapped? I guess? Yes? I'm supposed to know, but yes, it's true. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right. What is going on with this girl? It's gone back to the fair maiden love routine. Facts, Kay. Where do we go from here? We found a body, so we should look into the murder. Oh, you're back. My man brought me up to speed over the radio, and I had to say you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. You told me not to get myself involved! Nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. The guy's really dead. No kidding. No kidding. Waiting for an invitation. Hurry up and detain the suspect. Who's the suspect? Officer Meekins? You're coming with us? Wait, what did Officer Meekins do? Don't you think you're being a bit too rash? Exactly my thought. What? You even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Wait, that kind of stuff to be prosecuted? It's your job after all. Wait, what? The crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. You can't just arrest people just because. You like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of practical fluff is not needed out here in the field. Oh, wait, what? You can't arrest people without cause. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. But what if they're innocent? This is precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Exactly. Innocent people nonsense? There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blanch between your heart. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. That I've sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take these men in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. If you know honor as a member of law enforcement. Oh, hold it. Oh, he's laughing now. He's saying we amuse him. Langzi says, I don't know anymore. Every pack has its own rules. You can play by their rules and come out on top. That is a true victory. I'll give your beloved laws a fair share. Wait, what? Are Interpol agents above the law in this game? I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Alright, here we go. Shilong Lang's logic. Seeing a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time, I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figure that much out. With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meek, isn't that right? Is that the only reason you're arresting him? Seriously, dude? Solid as a rock? Based on the philosophy of detainment? Wait, what? You don't know? In that case, pay attention. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Huh? Because in my language, Lang means wolf. Oh, you're Officer Long. You don't mess with me or my path. As for the detainment philosophy, his father is my honorable ancestor Langzi. But what does that have to do with anything? Huh? Huh? He's pulling out a scroll. Langzi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophy. Anything wears down breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? Okay, I'm so confused. What? See a lot of bodies like the one carted off. Or okay. What can you tell me about the body? A lot, even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. And you wouldn't mind telling me a little of what you figured out, right? You said he was shot in a single glance, but even you figure out that much.
Hold it!
Yes, I think anyone who saw a bullet wound would have come to the same conclusion.
Not so fast!
Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to be? Oh, he's just gonna keep doing that, huh? The scroll thing. Search where the water is deepest. Have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depth, which is the killer. And what would you know about the killer? It's not exactly easy to get your hands on a killer.
Hold it!
Let's talk about that. It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Study who needs to study what every child on my street corner already knows. Is that Sheena? The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. Federal Firearms Restrictions Act. I heard it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. Okay, that woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. Okay. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins. Okay, let's that a bit. I'm slightly confused where we're going with this. That's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. I would check every single person's weapon. That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. Okay. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. Okay. Now, sheer numbers. You have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Okay. He lost his gun. Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? He lost his gun. I bet he lost his gun. I lost my gun. Of course he did. Of course he did. Yeah, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. The one who waited here outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. Do you think the officer Mikis was waiting here for the victim to you? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Okay. Officer Mikis ambushed the victim in this garage and killed him here with his gun.
Hold it!
But then where's the blood? You need to tell me the murder occurred here in this garage? From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that's pretty obvious. Okay. Criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Finally a quote I've heard of before! Bro, is he gonna pause like this every time I talk to him? Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Okay. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay. Not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. However, I can't simply stand by while Angel Lang ignores our country's laws. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Okay, so if he did die here, where's the blood?
Objection!
You have an objection, by the way. Ooh, the finger wag. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? He says, So you did notice that there was too little blood. I'm assuming Zhang Fa is modeled after China. You still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here, because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your man who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Oh, he's growling. But he's laughing. Not bad, I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? If you dare give me some lame excuse, I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. Officer Meekins is looking extra meat. Is he hiding something? Mr. Ashworth, please, sir. Say me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Alright, give me your testimony. Meekins' testimony. I didn't know that's what it's gonna be called. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. What is this Blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. Oh, it's a roaming souvenir shop? Blue Badger mobile data jotted down in my organizer. Mobile shop on 3 wheels was parked inside the Wild Wild West area garage. Okay. I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. Okay. So still neglecting your duty, but okay. Alright, let's press a little, see what's going on. We've got to rebuttal his testimony. Okay, so let's press him about not being assigned to the area. Where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate. Must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. There's a very deep reason. He had to check every inch of the main gate area. Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. First, I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area. And how would you define suspicious? But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. She expected me just like the blue badger. I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so... I was been looking for the kidnapper while selling drinks. Alright, let's talk about that. What exactly do you mean by selling drinks? The blue badger mobiles where dreams are collected. Sweetness like you never know except in dreams. Like innocence drop. Oh, are you talking about food? Guilty jawbreakers. Okay, you're talking about food. Selling those that push the blue badger along is my sworn duty. I see. Hello, Andres! What's up? Trying to solve yet another crime. By interrogating this officer who doesn't seem to know what he's doing.
Hold it!
Completely forgot to look for the kidnappers. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. I would never do something like that, sir. Okay. He forgot. You're absolutely right. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small drinks than looking for big
Hold it!
Enough wallowing. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir. Okay. I knew I found myself here in this area.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it... It was always the best when we felt one really connect with your opponent. I don't think that's what we're talking about. Okay. So you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. That's right, sir. Is that something you should be proud of? Or admitting to? Thought he simply forgot about his real job and became the blue badge. However, there is one for an officer me consistent. Where is the blue badger mobile that he keeps talking about? Good get. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. Okay. So where is this blue badger mobile?
Objection!
You just got a condescending head shake, Mr. Meek, Officer Meekins. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, can you stop lying? Thanks. If you were really out there selling drinks with the blue badger mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? Yeah. I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized it, the blue badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not the best!
A likely story, who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale? But what exactly is so convenient about his story? Car getting stolen is completely unbelievable even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used already. Move the dead body. Kill the victim at some distant location. And then you use the blue badger mobile to transport all the way here. Now you're coming with me, but why is the car so clean? Why is the car so clean? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. Can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. Okay, so he doesn't care about the truth. But the car is very clean. That's the job of your prosecutors and your fancy courts of your logic. As far as we don't have that kind of time to waste. I think you need to leave. You need to get the body to autopsy and you guys are getting in the way. Let's not forget who holds the actual authority conducting this. Alright. You're not stepping down. Why does he keep calling him pretty? Do you have a crush on me? He keeps calling him pretty. I mean, Edgeworth is very pretty, but you know. I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Why is the car so clean, though? If you really used it to move the body? Wouldn't there be mud on it? I wonder. Alright, let's keep going. See what we can do in the next 26 minutes. Alright. March 13th, 1:22 p.m. Gate Waterland Main Gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves could never steal. Do you know what that is? A life? Yeah, I figure it's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with ever. It's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hand, when I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright! Let's keep investigating! First thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Oh, hello, Gumshoe, you're back! The stadium. It's supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. Alright. Okay, bye, Gumshoe! Thanks, Gumshoe! Alright. It's not an open and games game. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Alright, here we go! And go see an eyewitness. By the pink badger mobile, okay? Oh, there was a witness here. Huh? I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth. Is Emma! Hi, Emma! Long time no see. You're all grown up now. This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. Hello, Emma! I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. Yeah, she was very obsessed with like fingerprints and stuff. Ready, go! That's right, we're going! He's studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. It's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. Alright, Emma, what you got for me, girl? No, she's all grown up. She looks a lot more like Lana now. That's crazy. You know, I still have a long way to go, but I'm going to be a super forensic scientist today. Someday you'll see. I forgot to introduce I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? It's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday, and I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. Don't ask, Emma, don't ask. Okay, don't think too hard on it. It's not worth the trouble. In case we have much to catch up on. So why are you here? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I had really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed it. And how did you know I was here? Through the power of science! Never underestimate what science can do for you. I use these to track your footprints and I follow them straight to you. Wait, from the airport?! Emma, what the hell?! This set is the greatest, so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground and when you shine the special light on it, The ribbons light up like an electrifying noble guest the glass too. It's almost like magic. Huh? And 6 Nights never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment, for real. Where you from? I'm in America. You know, the third world country. Hello, Johnny! How's the investigation going? We got kicked out of our crime scene, so we've sleuthed over to another crime scene. And, Edgeworth doesn't know this, but Emma is a fangirl of his. So, we're gonna see what she can do for us. Are you the witness? Oh, she's not the witness. Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. Oh, I see. Or rather not think. So let me guess, it's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. A sudden glint in her eyes. Okay. Apparently, there's a witness somewhere? No? I think we're done with Emma. Okay, what's this? I assume this is another Badger mobile. Yeah, I think this is the pink Badger, maybe. Pink Badger mobile. Lost it off in the distance. Huh? It's a pink Badger! Kay's gonna take a photo of it. What, does she see these silly things? I don't know, man. You're from Colombia! I know not a lot about Colombia, but I know the coffee is good. She does seem like she got a few screws loose. Now, Emma's really, really smart. She's actually one of the smartest characters in this game. She's a huge fan of Edgeworth. But he doesn't know that, I don't think. Yeah. Emma was really cute, too, when she was younger. She's all about science. Oh no, it's doing the dance. Tough love. Okay. These badges are kind of creepy, I'm just saying. I think this badge has something to say to you. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Hello? Huh? Huh? It's Wendy! It's Wendy! Can't take me inside this dummy head anymore. No, why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop out unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy poo! Another Edgeworth fan. Edgeworth fan. You know, he's very popular, I just noticed. Like, couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I don't speak Badger. I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kid's dream alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. Lady! Huh? I'm sick and tired of the roundabout way of talking, so I'm going to just be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day to the realm of waking nightmare. You sent some flowers. That's how crazy she is. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Badger? Miss Pink Badger? Could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? I was just trying to be polite. Alright, let's talk about Wendy. Yeah, weren't you a security guard? Yeah. I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. God, couldn't all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. Okay, Wendy. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. Why? Finally get the chance to see you again. Here you are talking with two young girls. Trust me, they're way too young for him, and you're way too old for him. Now, all the same, doesn't matter how. She's talking way too fast for me to read anything. Seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Ashworth. You have no idea, okay? You have no idea. No means do not provoke her any further. Tell me what you saw. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. You saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? It's true, she is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. How many crimes have you been witness to? Like, Wendy, is that your superpower? Are you like Detective Conan? Like, wherever you go, murders happen? Because I swear this is like your third or fourth witness. A third or fourth case where you are witnessing. Damn, Emperor's got a wild fan cloth. It's because he's so classy. And apparently, from what I can tell from the dialogue, he's supposed to be very pretty and handsome. So, I don't know. And he's rich. He's really rich. He has a red sports car. Import something. I mean to say you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Alright, let's hear what Wendy has to say. What old bag witnessed. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Do we? Can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's the unfortunately you tack on at the end supposed to mean? Edgy, but it means exactly what you think. Anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little lady. Alright, let's talk about what old bag witnessed. Let's press her. Verbally. Okay, let's ask about the short break. You mean you took a break from being the pink badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hips creak with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's why I chose to come take my break here. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So what did you see while you were here? Okay, let's talk about that.
Hold it!
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They looked like the average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. Do they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. No? You two seem pretty worked up over that. No! No! Those two are just fools compared to a stallion like you. I felt so lit up then that I lost interest the instant I laid my eyes on them. Okay. Then there's a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground.
Hold it!
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely, that gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You tried to go help the person that got shot. I'm only one person. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help. 2 men, 1 bullet, all consistent with what we found out from the body. There wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. How do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Alright, well, somewhat used for her testimony was to present us with a new problem. About this new problem, what is that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? What is it? Something I'm going to like, are you sure? This is gadget you're holding. What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation. Simulation?! Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares to take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Oh. It's a recreation? It's a recreation of the murder based on the info I've inputted into Little Thief. I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my theft. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Oba said the 2 men were facing each other. Then a gunshot ran out and the victim fell to the ground. So with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. What do you think? I say I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Okay, it is the super secret weapon of the Yamaitiya Tagarasu. I see. If there isn't enough information or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness testimony. You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness testimony. So for now, I should examine everything. If I find anything illogical or strange, I can ask for clarification. Well, the angle of the shot doesn't make any sense. So... start with that. Because the trajectory of the bullet is it went from the abdomen to the shoulders. There's no way could have shot him face to face. Oops, I pressed something. I don't know what I did. Oh, oops, I pressed it again. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Where's the blood? This is a real crime scene. There's something missing that should be here. Where's the blood? It's the contradiction. This is the real scene of the crime. Something specific should be here. You think back. Yeah, where's the blood? Exactly. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Oh no! How can you doubt me like that? I mean... Evidence doesn't lie. Calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. I don't think she's lying. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. The face did not possibly recreate the face of the killer. She can't put in something she doesn't know! Looks like they broke the stage down. Oh yeah, it was set up earlier with like band stuff. This think they're done for the day, or maybe it's because of a different show scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Emma has nothing to add. They're supposed to connect some stuff. I'm not sure. They're just telling out why they did no blood. I don't think there's anything else for me to examine. We'll just kind of walk around, double check. We looked at the body. Let's ask her about the recreation. She's gonna talk about it a little bit. Not much to add. Yeah, okay. Talking about thieving. Fun, but not helpful to the crime. Let's talk about using it. Okay, we already know this part. Yellow things that are not present in our timeline but in the past. Things outlined in a dotted line are things that exist now but didn't in the past. Let's see. You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. Be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence too. Let's see. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. I think we there's no more evidence, so... She doesn't have anything to add, so let's put together why there's no blood and the stage being packed up, and see if that does anything. I don't think those are related. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? Do you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? Yes. I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes. Yeah, then the blood would be inside the costume instead of the ground. Only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. I think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints, but the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around. Alright, let's go get Emma on the case! Emma! Emma, I need some footprints. Feel the power of science. I need you to do some footprint analysis for me, Emma. Can we talk about the footprints for a sec? Finally, my expert knowledge of forensic is needed. Yes, Emma, I need some science. You detect and trace every partial footprint? Leave it to me! My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Please analyze the footprints in this area. Alright, she's going. Alright. Emma's gonna do her thing! I found something. Look right there. I gotta put some special glasses on. Okay. Footprints were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, these seems to be the newest. You can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Okay. Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. This doesn't make sense. The trajectory of the bullet still doesn't make sense. The victim was wearing a costume when he died. With that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? The representation has changed in accordance with the new information. Close up is something else that's caught my attention. The trajectory of the bullet doesn't make sense. The testimony naturally I'd like to hear it one more time if you'd please. Alright. We're the 3-hour mark. As much as I would love to get Wendy's testimony again, we're going to have to come back next week for the rest of Wendy's amazing testimony. Because we are ending here for tonight. Go back to the title screen. Alright, we're gonna save again just in case. Even though I've already saved. You know, can never be too careful. Alright, here we go. Well, we wrapped up our plane case. We solved the murder in the air. And now we are solving a kidnapping / murder in a amusement park. Along with some technology. But that is it for tonight. We will be back. I will be gone on Saturday. But I will be back on Sunday for more Persona 3 Reload. So I will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate y'all. Stay chill, stay safe, stay cool. And have a great day or a great night wherever you are. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.